Hi children and viewers. In previous video we discussed about the derivation of S is equals to UT plus half ATSK from kinematic from graphical methods. Children, in this chapter there is one 4 marks problem for public examinations. One 4 marks question will become in public examinations from this chapter. That's why you have to watch the videos very carefully and don't afraid of any problems. So they should also, to do the problems we must know about the kinematic equations at different situations. So that's why here in this class I am going to explain about the kinematic equations in case of freely falling body. So you have to watch the video very carefully. Here kinematic equations. In case of freely falling body. So kinematic equations are equations of motion in case of freely falling body. So children, first thing is, what is mean by freely falling body? We have to know about that. So freely falling body means when the body is dropped from certain height, that should be acted upon by only gravitational force, no other force acting on the body. That is called freely falling body. Freely means no force acting on the body except gravitational force. That is called freely falling body. Clear? So children, you have to observe clearly. For example, this is the one building or certain height of building. From that we dropped one object. Simply we are dropped like this. Now the object is comes down. For example, now in my hand one piece of chalk is there. So here simply I am dropping that. Clear? So to drop the object, no need to apply any force. Clear? Once the body is coming down, that is only because of gravitational force. And while the body is comes down, on that body some air resistance will be in upward directions. When the body is comes down, it is coming in the body coming like this. There is some opposition shown by the air on that body. That is known as commonly air resistance. Air resistance. This air resistance should be negligible. That should be negligible. So children, while the body is freely falling, that should be acted upon by the gravitational force only. That is called freely falling body. Even though there is some air force is acting on the body, that is negligible compared to the gravitational force. So children, for freely falling body, how you will write the equations of motion? Let's go for that. So children, in previous video I explained there are 4 equations. So these are, what are the first one? V is equals to U plus AT and S is equals to UT plus half AT square. And third equation, V square minus U square is equals to 2AS. And Sn is equals to U plus A into N minus half. These 4 equations are called equations of motion and they are also known as kinematic equations of motion. Clear? In that equations, U is the initial velocity and V is the final velocity and A is the acceleration and S is the distance travel in t seconds and t is time and Sn is the distance travel in nth second. Distance travel in nth second. So these are the equations of motion and u is the initial velocity V is final velocity, A is acceleration, S is the distance traveled in t seconds, and T is the time, and Sn is the distance traveled in nth second. So nth second and Sn and S. So we will get some problems are there. There we will discuss very clearly. So children, these are the equations. Children, in your textbook, first short answer is there. There is one question for you, for that is for 4 marks question, that is equations of kinematic equations are valid for a body is moving with a non-uniform acceleration or not. Whether the kinematic equations are, whether the equations of motion are valid for a body which is moving with non-uniform motion. Clear? So that is the question is there. For that answer what it is, let's go check. So here children, these are the equations. These equations are valid only when the body is moving with the uniform acceleration. When the body is moving with the uniform acceleration. When the body is moving with the uniform acceleration, then only these equations are valid. Otherwise, these equations are not valid. Clear, children? So that's why here we have to write these equations are valid only when the body is moving with the uniform acceleration. So children, first thing is you have to know just at least what is uniform acceleration. So generally what we write, A is equals to, acceleration is equals to change in velocity by time. This is we know that definition for acceleration. Rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. Rate of change of velocity is what we call acceleration. Children, when change in velocity is positive, then acceleration is positive. Change in velocity, if the change in velocity is positive, then acceleration is positive. When the change in velocity is positive, when the speed of the or velocity of the body is continuously increases, then the change in velocity is positive, then body is said to be in acceleration. When change in velocity is negative, then acceleration is negative. Negative acceleration is called retardation. When change in velocity is zero, acceleration is zero. That means when the body is moving with the same speed everywhere, then change in velocity becomes zero, then acceleration is zero. When change in velocity is same for every time of interval, then the body has uniform acceleration. Got my point? Here change in velocity is same for every time of interval. For example, for every 5 seconds, change in velocity is 10 meters per second. Then the body is said to be in uniform acceleration. Clear? So I think you have idea about all these things. So that's why I'm directly going for the topic here. Children, so next thing you have to know about the acceleration due to gravity. What is that? Acceleration due to gravity. So children, here A is equals to, sometimes we write A is equals to plus G, and sometimes we will write A is equals to minus G. Here G is what we call acceleration due to gravity and G is acceleration due to gravity. So what is mean by acceleration due to gravity? In title only we have entire story. Acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration of a body due to gravity. What is mean by gravity? A force of attraction. Force of attraction. Acceleration due to gravity. Clear? The force of attraction of earth is called gravity. That means the acceleration produced in a body due to the gravitational force. That is what we call acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity. Children, so that means the acceleration is produced in case of a body only because of gravitational force. That is what we call acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity is generally shown with the symbol G, small g. And when we will take A is equals to plus G, and when we will take A is equals to minus G. So children, The acceleration due to gravity is possible when the body is moving up and when the body is comes down. So children, now let's go for here. It is the freely falling body. Freely falling body. Children, for example, a body is dropped from certain height. This is the height. For example, this is we are taking some height. The body is dropped at this point. So at this point there is no velocity for the body. There is no velocity for the body, because to drop any object, there is no need of apply any force. So simply we are dropping. Now it is dropped. Freely falling body. Simply I am leaving my fingers. I am not applying any force. So that's why when there is no force, no displacement. When there is no displacement, no velocity. That's why for freely falling body, initial velocity is 0. But when it is once comes into the air, if any body it is in air, that should be attacked by the earth. That's why here children, once the body is coming into the air, it is attacked by the earth and that should be pulled towards the center of the earth. Clear? While reaching the velocity, while reaching the earth or floor, that should be having maximum velocity. Maximum velocity. Clear? Simply you are dropping a ball onto the floor. A ball onto the floor. When the ball can strikes the floor, there should be rebounds. Why? Because when it is touches the floor, there should be having some velocity. With certain velocity, the ball will strikes the floor. Clear? So that's why my aim is to simply to say here, when the ball can strikes the floor with certain velocity, that means what? While the body is freely falling from certain height, the body can have some velocity on striking the ground. Clear? So that's why children, here there is some velocity of the body while it reaches the ground. So children, initially what I told you, initial velocity is 0. Now while it touches the ground, there is some velocity. That means velocity is increases. When the body is freely falling body is coming towards the earth, its velocity is increases. Its velocity is increases. Clear? Its velocity is increases. Why it is increases? The body is coming in the direction of gravitational force. In the direction of gravitational force. So the body is in downwards, gravitational force also in downwards. Clear? And children, what I told you, what is A? Acceleration is what? Change in velocity by time. So children, what I told you initially here, for freely falling body, initial velocity is 0. Initial velocity is 0 and final velocity is V. That means the velocity is increases. When there is increase in velocity, automatically change in velocity takes place. Change in velocity takes place. That's why what it is say, there is some change in velocity because of gravitational force. That's why when there is any change in velocity, the body can experiences acceleration. That's why the acceleration is here due to the gravitational force. That's why it is called acceleration due to gravity. So that's why here in this case we will take A is equals to plus G. What's that? A is equals to plus G. A is equals to plus G. So and now in case of vertically projected body, here there also here velocity is maximum, at this point velocity is minimum. In this case, so later we discuss, in coming video we will discuss very clearly. So when the maximum height, the velocity becomes 0. In this case what I have to say, the body is going up and but the acceleration is the gravitational force is in downwards. Gravitational force is in downwards. That's why in this case A is equals to minus G. What's that? A is equals to minus G. So that's why here the body is moving up and gravitational force is in downwards. That's why here what you have to say, the body is moving in opposite direction of gravitational force. That's why in that case what you have to take, G is negative. What's that? G is negative. So that's why children, you have to observe that when the body is moving up and when the body is coming down, in both cases the acceleration is uniform, because there is only one force. That force is what? Gravitational force. So children, got my point? While the body is going up, A is taken as minus G. Why? Because the body is moving up in opposite direction of gravitational force. When the body comes down, the G value should be taken as positive, because the body is moving in the direction of gravitational force. Children, now in this case we have to write the equations for freely falling body. We have to write the equations now. So children, for freely falling body, so already we have equations. What are there? V is equals to U plus AT, S is equals to UT plus of AT square, and third one is what? V square minus U square is equals to 2AS, and Sn is equals to U plus A into N minus of. So now we have to write the equations for freely falling body. So children, just now only I told you, for freely falling body initial velocity is 0. So you have to remember those things. For freely falling body, U is equals to 0. Clear? And now what I have to say? The body is freely falling. Freely falling. When it can touches the ground, its velocity is V. That is the final velocity. That's why here U is equals to 0 and U is equals to 0 and V is equals to V. And once the body comes down, what you have to say? A is equals to plus Z, because the body is moving in the direction of gravitational force. That's why A is equals to plus G. And children, we have to go for assumption the body is falling from certain height H. So it is falling from certain height H from the ground. That's why here the distance traveled is what? H. That's why here we will take, now in this case, S is equals to H. So you have to remember these things for a freely falling body. Clear? U is equals to 0, initial velocity is 0, and V is equals to V, and A is equals to plus Z, and S is equals to H. So children, now we have to substitute these values in those equations. Now first equation, V is equals to U plus AT. This is V. V is equals to U plus AT. Then what, right? V is equals to, what is the U value here? 0 plus A. A means what? G. G into T. So now first equation what? V is equals to GT. So this is the final velocity equation. That means if you know about the time, so once from H height, the body is dropped from H height. If you know how much time it will reach the ground, then automatically you find out the velocity on reaching ground. And children, second equation, this is the first equation, and second is what? S is equals to UT plus of AT square. Here S is equals to UT plus of AT square. S is what? H. So H is equals to UT. U means what? Here 0. 0 into T plus of into A means what? G. GT square. That means children, what, right? H is equals to of GT square. This is the second equation. From that equation, children, what, right? T square is equals to what, right? 2H by G. T square is equals to 2H by G, and T is equals to under root of 2H by G. So this is the time to reach the ground. T is equals to under root of 2H by G. And third equation, children, V square minus U square. U square is what? 0 square. And 2 into A. A value is what? G. S value is H. Then V square is equals to 2GH. V square is equals to 2GH. From that, what, right? V is equals to under root of 2GH. So this is the velocity on reaching the ground. Velocity on reaching the ground. Third equation, V square minus U square equals to 2AS. then v square is equals to 2gh, and here v is equals to under of 2gh. From that formula, what you have to say, if you know about the idea of height, then we can easily find out the v value, because g value is, we know that is 9.8 meter per second square. Clear? So then next here children, fourth equation, hn is equals to g into n minus half. So this is the fourth equation. So generally mainly we will consider three equations only. So children, simply when we have idea about these things, u is for freely falling body, u is equals to 0, v is equals to v, a is equals to plus z, and s is equals to h. Then what we get, v is equals to gt. We simply when substitute these values in these equations, we will get the four equations of motion like that. The first thing is what, v is equals to gt, second one is what, h is equals to half gt square, and third one is what, v square is equals to 2gh, or v is equals to under of 2gh, and hn is equals to g into n minus half. So we can use these equations of motion in case of freely falling body, and we will substitute those equations in case of different, you can use those equations for different situations of problems. We will see later. Okay, so I hope you understand. We will meet in the next video with some other interesting topic. Bye, take care.